Welcome in to the LFC transfer room. Myself, Jack, Chris, and Chedu here today. Early for myself in the States and for Chedu as well. Chris has got a bit of a he's got it easy. He's got it at 11 a.m. Matty potentially joining us in a little bit, but we're here to react to the quarterfinal draw for the Champions League. Boys, early for some of us. How are we feeling?
Go on, Chedu, mate. You're the one who's had to get up early.
Well, in terms of the draw, I'm feeling a little bit nervous. There's a lot of room for us to have a really tough match, but hopefully the Champions League gods are on our side and they give us one of the easier sides.
I'm going to channel my inner Matty today. I'm going to channel my inner Matty and be like, boys, it don't matter who we're playing. We're going to win 7-0. There we go. That's my best Matty impression for anyone out there.
You've offended him deeply.
That was good.
Let us know in the comments who you want us to draw of the 7 other teams that are possible in the Champions League. I've got it up on half my screen here. There's a good chance it'll take a good while before they'll eventually tell us who actually is playing who. But we have, plenty to talk about. In terms of just the sheer format, I'll read it out real quick. So there's going to be obviously 8 balls with the names of the quarterfinal teams. It'll be 1 large bowl shuffled. The first team drawn plays its first match at home versus the second team drawn. Now that's different this year because, a lot of teams like we know with against Leipzig couldn't actually play at Anfield or in Germany. There is no seedings or country protection, and that goes for both this as well as the next quarterfinal draw or the semifinal draw, excuse me, which will also be done today. So Liverpool will figure out their path potentially all the way to Istanbul if we want to repeat 2005. So we'll end up seeing what happens. Porto, I think, is the consensus wanted club by almost every other team. No disrespect to them, but they are definitely the most inferior of the remaining 8 teams. Is that the consensus here, gentlemen?
Yes.
In terms of actual stature of teams, then potentially, yeah. Because obviously they weren't expected to be here. We've obviously had their number before, so we can't worry about that. But personally, they're one of the few teams I'd rather avoid, actually. I'd rather have Real Madrid and I'd rather have Borussia Dortmund, if I'm being honest, because Porto are on a roll after beating Juventus. And you know how dangerous teams like that are, because Liverpool were one of them.
I also think back to Ajax a few years back, knocking down both Real Madrid and someone else, I forget, before losing to Tottenham. But they lost to Tottenham, so they can't be that good. So look at the potential teams to draw. This is probably one of the tougher ones. Defending champions of Europe, Bayern Munich, 6-time champions. They're a phenomenal team. Definitely would be the scariest, I think, to draw, except for maybe Man City, but they'd be a very tough one to face off against.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, reigning champions of Europe. Just absolutely annihilated every team in front of them last season. And yeah, look, Bayern are 100% the favourites for this tournament. Matty, I've just got a message, has just woken up, so he will be on very soon. Petrie,
I woke up at 6.
The main man has arrived. Petrie's arrived. But yeah, let us know in the comments, Petrie, who you'd like. But Bayern Munich are 100% the team we want to avoid for me.
So
we'd love to get Bayern just to seek a back pocket Lewandowski.
Dortmund, another team potentially could be drawn. They'd be a very interesting one. Have won the Champions League.
They have won the Champions League.
They have won the Champions League.
Yeah, they won it in '97. but yeah, again, another team to avoid. And there's one man, isn't there, Chedu? We all need to avoid.
That was always
it's Haaland FC. Honestly, we get them, and the threat of just Haaland alone it scares me enough to not want to get them.
He's arrived. Look at him. He's here.
Dortmund definitely is Haaland, Sancho. They're a good side, but they're 5th in the Bundesliga. They're waiting for their new manager at the end of the season. So they definitely be, I think, up there with Porto in terms of preferable teams to draw. We're seeing some guy talk about next to a couple bowls. So let's hope maybe he's going to decide to open one of them. We'll run through the rest of these teams real quick. Chelsea played them very recently, lost to them 1-0. Afraid of them?
2-0. They're very dangerous, aren't they? They're dangerous.
Yeah, I think if we're gonna be talking about momentum, I think the momentum they have right now with Thomas Tuchel at the head as the manager, they're doing really well. I believe they haven't lost a single game yet. And that's quite scary. He has them going on a good form. Mandy seems quite unbeatable at times at the back, and they'll definitely be one of the scarier teams. And to be fair, even like if we don't get them, I can see them crashing out depending who they get. But for us personally, it's not a team that I would like to draw.
I think it's against Liverpool. That's what
I think it's very, very much saying that you have to say with Chelsea at the moment. We played Chelsea in 2005 as well, when they were at their peak in terms of under Jose Mourinho. They were just well, he is, mate. He is. He's an Anfield fraud anyway. He can only win there with no fans, Ben. Basically, Chelsea in 2004-05 at their peak. Jose Mourinho. Liverpool not playing very well. Scrappy 1-0. I still don't know how we won that game. I've watched 90 minutes back and forth about 6 or 7 times, still questioning how we won it. Look, they're going to be a difficult side, but if fate's on our side, I want to play them in the semi-final.
Manchester City, another potential tide. Very good. 2-time Premier League champions very recently under Pep Guardiola, but no Champions League crowns, the frauds.
As much as I hate to say it, Manchester City are definitely the favorites to win the Champions League, which is why I would love. I know that Bayern are strong, but Manchester City have been a different beast for the past few.
This is what I think about it, Chedu. Manchester City are still, however well they're playing, they're a shadow of the team they were in the last 3 or 4 years. Like in terms of points acclaimed and all that kind of stuff, I think we were only like, even when we were playing awfully, the only reason they beat us is because of Alisson's mistakes. So realistically, I don't think they are as unbeatable. Man United beat them, guys.
No, I'm not saying they're unbeatable. I'm just saying that out of the others, obviously, they're definitely up there to win it. But I would love to see them draw Bayern just so that they can lose 12-0, and then that talk can be over.
And on the other side of things, if there is any year that Manchester City are going to win the Champions League, I think it is this year, because fans aren't there.
So it's their natural habitat.
Exactly, yeah, but on from that, like other clubs are more affected by the lack of fans than Manchester City. And that's just a fact, as it's proven with the points this season. I've made the point in the live streams that Sheffield United, Wolves, and us, really main three, Crystal Palace to an extent as well, who have really, really emotional fan bases, massively affected by that. Manchester City, Everton, West Ham, not so much. I wonder why that is. Even Man United.
Just an update on the draw. Hamid Altintop is out there talking to the main host guy. He's standing in front of the little bowls. He's teasing us that they might actually get this going sometime soon. But there's 3 bowls at their quarterfinal with the 8 teams. Semifinal one with 4. It'll be like quarterfinal 1, quarterfinal 2, and then the final, which will determine who hosts this technical host. But it's going to be in Istanbul regardless. PSG, another 0-time champion of Europe. Another team Liverpool could potentially face off against.
I don't like the prospect of playing against Neymar and Mbappe.
But what my promising thing is, we played against Pochettino in the Champions League final in 2018-19.
True.
Better players now, though. Better players.
Yeah, he has got
Spurs.
Actually, I'm more scared about the midfield with that one than Neymar and Mbappe. I think Nat Phillips has got Mbappe in his pocket. But I think the midfield of Verratti, Paredes, and one of Herrera or Gay is really, really important. I mean, Ben will know very well about that in the comments. I mean, he did not. The first time I finished an article on it, and it was how influential those guys are. And talk of the devil, here he comes.
Oh,
here he is. Here he is.
There he is.
Some man needs to learn to answer his phone.
I was asleep. I just woke up.
Good morning, Matty.
We've been running through the teams, Matty. We just passed the PSG, but your thoughts on, in general, best, worst team Liverpool to face off against?
I'm scared of no one.
That's what Chris
There we
said.
go.
He channeled Matty, and he said that.
You have to rewatch it afterwards, mate. But I did the best impression of you. It's unbelievable.
I wouldn't mind not having Bayern. I'd rather get them in like the semi-final or something. When Van Dijk has a chance of coming back, but I'm not scared.
I hope for personally Man City, if they are in the opposite side, I'd love to face them in the final. I think 2 legs would be tough against them. But one leg, I think we are.
Imagine if we lose to Man City in the final. I know no one cares about them, but that would be like the Plastico, bro.
So Porto, another team we could draw.
Listen, there's going to be fans at the ground in the final, so I'd take City.
Oh, that's true.
I'd take anyone in the final. I'll take anyone if we get to the final.
I'd take anyone as long as we get to the final.
Porto, another team we could draw second in Portugal.
I mean, let's be honest. Is anyone really expecting Porto to get any team apart from City? Like, it's gonna happen. Like,
I'm gonna interrupt us. We have the stirring of the balls. First one's been drawn here. So actually a bit earlier than we expected. First team out, meet Alton Top, has got Manchester City as the first team out. So Porto.
It's going to be Porto. And it's going to be Porto, I'm telling you.
And they're going to go out.
Quarterfinal.
Oh, I would love that so much.
Oh.
Second one is now being stirred around.
Is it what? Are they doing the home teams first? Or are they?
No, it's legs, I believe.
Oh, it's
okay, so who are they playing?
Borussia Dortmund.
Ooh, that's a tasty.
Okay. So wait, listen to this, right?
Borussia Dortmund.
If City beat Dortmund, Haaland will be pissed off at them and will join us instead. It's all written in the stars.
Next team out, FC Porto. They will
please.
I'm not gonna have anyone asking or begging of this one because
I'm gonna beg for this one. Because if not, we're gonna get Bayern.
The LFC transfer room is ahead of this live stream. They are going to face off against Chelsea.
Oh.
Porto, Chelsea.
Thomas Tuchel fraud. Gonna lose to Porto. Let's go.
Wait.
So technically, am I correct by saying that we could get City in the final because of the
we will get City in the final, I believe.
If we play City, it's in the final. Yeah.
Actually, I don't know.
I'm gonna get past Haaland and Jadon Sancho.
Bayern are out. Bayern are out of the next draw.
So
PSG, us, who else is left?
It'll be Liverpool.
So this will ensure that 3 teams left after this. It'll be us. I'm waiting for Hamid. He's teasing me here.
You're teasing me, you naughty. Oh, PSG, is it?
Bayern, PSG, which
we got Real. I am so happy that we got Real Madrid. Oh my God!
Come on!
Yes.
You know, I'm so happy. Clipped and just taken to shreds.
I am so happy. No, listen. I'm gonna say it right here, right now. We're not losing to Real Madrid in 2 legs. We are not losing against Real Madrid.
Chedu, you get clipped. Shush.
Clip me. When we win, I want you to see this and know that I said it from the get-go.
Are we talking?
Real Madrid looked really, really bad against that.
Yes.
They can't even feel the bench. They had like 5 kids on the bench. We will absolutely destroy them.
What's the first leg? What's the first leg? Is it home or away?
It's going to be away first leg.
Okay, that's decent. So there we go.
They aren't even playing at the Bernabeu.
Massive.
Thoughts on that, gentlemen? Real Madrid versus Liverpool.
I am happy that it was. I mean, let's be honest. If not Porto, the second easiest team was definitely Real Madrid. Clip whatever you want to clip. I'm gonna keep it a buck. And Real Madrid have not been a good team this season.
To be fair,
I can see us cruising through.
That's the
final, haven't they? Because if they beat Dortmund, they're gonna have to play Chelsea or Porto.
One of my best mates is a Real Madrid fan, so I am gonna absolutely scrap him to the end of the time. Should we bring him on? We'll bring him on for one of the live streams afterwards if we want.
So I'm still unsure if someone has the definitive in terms of actually the draw is going to determine this. Yeah, so the first out now to determine what the pathway is. So the first one is winner of quarterfinal 3. So that is the matchup between Bayern and PSG. Will be the home leg.
Oh my God! I just realized that the finalists are playing each other. Oh, that's
So that's
PSG
true.
have a chance to.
Come on, give them the winner of City. I want Chelsea in the semis.
So this one here will be who can face off against winner of Bayern PSG. And now it is going to be the winner of quarterfinal 1. So that is
okay. So that's City and so Bayern versus City in the semifinals, and
we could get Chelsea. We could get Chelsea in the semifinal, like in 2005.
It's all face.
It's all in the stars. It's happening.
The winner of Bayern PSG to face off.
City are not getting that far.
Liverpool, the winner of the quarterfinal 4 will host the first leg of the semifinals, and the winner of quarterfinal 2 will host.
We're going to have Porto in the semis, and then we're going to get Bayern Munich in the final, and we're going to beat them.
No, we're going to get Chelsea in the semis, mate, because that's 2005, mate. It's happening.
Yeah,
it's happening.
We'll do them. Thomas Tuchel's a fraud, remember.
So how do we feel about this draw again? So Man City, Dortmund, Porto, Chelsea, Bayern, PSG, Liverpool, Real Madrid are the way things
go. Went any better? Honestly,
yeah, I think it went really well. Like the only other way I would have been happy was just switch Porto and Real Madrid around. It would have been fine either way. So I'm quite happy with how it has turned out. If we get to the final, that means we're most likely going to play either City or Bayern, probably the 2 best teams right now. Which could make a very, very good final. I expect us to cruise against Real Madrid. I expect us to cruise against whoever's in the semifinal, and I expect us to win the final 7-1.
The winner of semifinal 1 will be the technical host of the final. So that's just for pure seeding purposes. So they'll be listed first in the little scoreboard. Liverpool in the semifinal 2 bracket. This is, I think, a very interesting draw here. I am afraid though that we're just going to clip Chedu saying, "Oh, it's going to be cruise, and we're just going to lose to Real Madrid," because that would hurt. That would be painful.
Who's Real Madrid guy? Who's going to cause a threat to Liverpool these days?
Exactly,
boys. You cannot.
Vinicius Junior, the guy who can't score to save his life.
You cannot write off Karim Benzema.
No, Benzema's insane. Benzema is for me. I'm not speaking on things that I'm
Phillips has a special place in his pocket for Benzema.
No,
a few years ago when we got PSG and everyone was saying, "Oh, Neymar against Trent, he's only a kid." Trent had him in his back pocket. Now Phillips, this is his stage now. He's getting Benzema in his back pocket. I am buzzing with that draw. Buzzing with it.
Yeah.
Real Madrid, I honestly want. Hazard then is injured for the season.
Yeah,
so
Hazard's out for the season, mate.
Exactly. So, and even if he played.
And look, Tony Kroos and Luka Modric as well. You can't write off the midfield. However, they're old, but they're experienced and they've won Champions Leagues. You can't write them off.
So you know who else? You know who else has won Champions Leagues? Curtis Jones. There you go.
No, technically not, but it's fine. You know.
Real Madrid, right? I don't fear them because I watched the game against Atalanta. Now Atalanta were a good side, but we didn't struggle against them as much as I'd say Madrid did. They couldn't even field the bench. They've got rid of Odegaard and Bale on loan who'd walk into their teams now. Like the whole club is just done in top to bottom.
But you can't forget that that they are still Real Madrid. Like whatever happens.
Champions League though in Kiev if Gareth Bale wasn't in that team.
Or if Karius wasn't in our team, like Mignolet, bro.
Well, I mean, without Gareth Bale, they wouldn't have won us because we were the better side in that game. And now we've got experience of winning the Champions League the following year. We've won the Premier League. Diogo Jota is going to do it. That's his stage as well. He's going to nutmeg Courtois for the first goal. It's all good.
I'm nervous. I won't lie. Ahead of this one, but it should be a really good one. Quarterfinal 3 and quarterfinal 4 are rematches of the 2018 and the 2020 Champions League finals. So there's a lot of good pedigree, but people are also saying that if it's Chelsea against us in the semifinals, then that's a repeat of Istanbul, 2005.
Jack, listen. As much as we would like to, have it all set in the stars and be like, oh, we're playing against Chelsea and then we get into the final and we're winning at Istanbul. Marko Grujic is gonna run the game against Chelsea. He's gonna score 4 goals. Watch it.
Ben's just listing their entire squad.
Ramos is just. I don't hate many people. I don't think I hate Ramos. I dislike that man intently. So I hope, I pray that Liverpool are strong enough to come through on top there.
Yes.
But
yes.
You can't discount a team that has won this many Champions League titles. You have that many winners in that team. In terms of routes to the final, I am glad that PSG, Bayern, and Man City are all on the other side. I think those were the toughest 3 teams.
And Dortmund.
Yeah, well. I think we got quite lucky on that side of things.
I don't think Dortmund are that good either. They can't. There's a reason Dortmund aren't even going to get in.
Yeah, but the problem
that makes them a good knockout team, though, doesn't it? It's like Liverpool used to be.
Nightmare material right there from Ben in the comments.
Ben, what are you on, mate? It's 11 in the morning. I don't need no negativity like that. I've just woken up. I don't need Salah shoulder injuries. None of that.
I do think that if you were to rank toughest possible matchups for us to face, it would probably, in my estimate, it would go Bayern, Man City, PSG, then probably Chelsea, then Dortmund. So we got of the top 5. I mean, there's only how many teams, right? I'm probably discrediting Madrid a little bit there, but I am very interested in how this.
I don't think you are.
The way they've been playing this season, it is no. That's
definitely La Liga and not fall off. We're 6th in the Prem. We're 6th.
Jack.
But
Atletico, Barca, and Real have all been really underperforming this season.
What about us? We're 6th.
I mean, but
we haven't performed in the Champions League.
Just imagine how embarrassing it would be. Just imagine how embarrassing it would be for biggest club in the world, champions of Europe 13 times, Real Madrid, to go out to Europa League bound 6th place Liverpool. How embarrassing would that be?
Europa League bound now, man. We're winning the Champions League.
90% of that team wasn't there again when Madrid beat us. They've all got revenge. Mo Salah especially has got revenge written all over again.
I mean, I saw a stat.
They're gonna find out what playing against a Liverpool with Mo Salah is actually like.
Definitely.
I'm here for Stones.
Yeah,
true.
So, I'm going to offer a hypothetical. Van Dijk is ruled by the doctors for Liverpool to be fit April 30th. I don't know how many matches he'd be fit for to play in the Champions League. Does he make a Champions League final team?
Yeah.
No.
I think we don't play Van Dijk in the Premier League this year, and we just save him for the Champions League games. We want him back for the Chelsea game in the semis, or Porto. Porto might surprise us.
I don't know.
The biggest mistake we made with Fernando Torres was rushing him back too early. I would be so devastated if we ruined Virgil van Dijk because of the same issue.
So here are the dates of the leg.
Van Dijk's a different animal, though, Chris. He was out on the Ox, was still chilling, eating grapes in bed, where Van Dijk's running on the grass now. Like, the fact he's even out on the grass kicking a ball is stupid. Like, it's crazy.
I mean, listen, overly positive aside, I would not risk that, man. I think, as Chris said, we don't want to make it worse. Like, maybe for the final, depending how things go, maybe for the final, but for the semis, I'm not sure.
So here are the dates of the matches. So first leg of the quarterfinals will be 6th, 7th of April. Second leg will be the week later, 13th, 14th of April. So it'll be inverted. If Liverpool play the 6th, they'll play the 14th. Semifinals, should Liverpool go that far, are the 27th and 28th of April. Second leg, 4th/5th of May. And the final is on Saturday, 29th of May at Atatürk Olympic Stadium in Istanbul. So it's definitely the kind of thing where May 29th, maybe Van Dijk back. But so hypothetical here is that's what, a week after the Premier League season ends? Does he? I mean, he probably would make the squad if he's fit because he's still.
He'll make the squad. He'll make the squad. I would not play him, boys. I wouldn't do it.
But God, I'm going to be in Taksim Square in a few months, and that's all that matters. It's going to be amazing.
Listen, guys, listen. To everyone watching, if we get 1,000 subscribers in a month, all 4 of us are gonna go watch the game live.
1,000 subscribers in the next month.
The final live.
I'll be there. Oh my goodness me! What have I just witnessed?
Anyways, we'll go that phenomenal comment right there.
Move on from that one.
So I think this is definitely a really interesting road to the Champions League final. I think. What are our thoughts on some of the other draws? Man City, do they get lucky by getting Dortmund?
It's not an draw.
It's not an easy draw.
I think Manchester City's got the hardest route to the final out of all the English clubs.
Yeah, Manchester City have a really...
Then they've got to be PSG or Bayern.
It's not easy. Like
no, in this regard, because I think with VAR back, I haven't seen many egregious decisions this season in the Champions League. The referees are notably better than the Premier League. And it's hard to get away with the dodgy calls that used to plague Real Madrid matches. So I'm not too worried about this regard in this sense. But
yeah, it's like saying, are you worried about Liverpool? Like,
yeah,
it's a fan article thing.
If we were talking about La Liga, I would say yes. But Champions League wise now, I don't worry about that.
So let's see.
It may come into play, yeah, but I don't know. I'm not gonna be bothered by it unless it's something too outrageous.
So let's do some predictions for a couple of these matches. So we have them scrolling below. Man City, Dortmund, 2-legged predictions. Who wants to take the lead on guessing that?
I'll do it, boys. I think City lose to Dortmund in Germany, but win at the Etihad and go through. I think that Porto beat Chelsea in Portugal, but they go out after Chelsea beat them at Stamford Bridge. I think Bayern will beat PSG in both legs, and I think we'll beat Real Madrid in both legs.
Chedu?
Bayern Dortmund. I mean, what am I saying? City Dortmund. I'm still a little bit tired. City Dortmund. I can see City winning maybe by 2 goals in aggregate. Bayern PSG. Bayern are gonna win quite easily too. No offense to PSG, of course. Porto versus Chelsea. I'm gonna say it's gonna be a close one, and I'm gonna say that I think ours against Real Madrid. I think it's gonna be close on both ones. I think the second leg we're gonna win 1-0, something like that. Just something really, really close. And yeah, that's gonna be it for me.
Matty, your predictions for the 4 legs, or for the 4 matches? Excuse
me. Dortmund beat City. Bayern beat PSG. Dortmund, Bayern in the semi. Porto beat Chelsea. Liverpool beat Madrid. Liverpool, Porto in the semi. Then Liverpool will get Bayern Munich in the final. There'll be fans there, and we'll show them how to play football again.
Wow, what a prediction! So I'll give mine. I have to follow up on that audacious guess there. I think Man City honestly cruise past Dortmund. Dortmund will score maybe 1 or 2, but I think City will just overpower them in the first leg. I think Bayern PSG. I think we're discrediting PSG a lot. I think all 3 of you guys went Bayern. I'm going to break that trend. I'm going to say PSG win. The center back duo against Lazio was Boateng and Alaba. Kylian Mbappe and Neymar are feasting, if that is center back duo for them. They are missing players at the back. I think that we're definitely not overrating them, but overstating their dominance in that match. So I'm taking PSG there. So that would make it Man City, PSG, the battle of the oil clubs. I think Chelsea, honestly, don't concede a single goal against Porto. I don't see them scoring. So they'll pass through on that. I think Liverpool will do quite well. I think Salah and Jota will really dominate against Madrid. And Naby Keita will make his Champions League big uprising. I think Liverpool will beat Chelsea over 2 legs comfortably, actually. I think that'd be a very good matchup for us over 2 legs. I think Man City would beat PSG, and I think that we would beat Man City in the final. Well, we have our road to Istanbul set.
We have our roadmap.
Last words from you guys before we get out of here.
Number 7's coming home.
Love it. Up the boys.
Chedu?
I'm tired.
I'm tired myself.
Easy win for us. Easy win. Real Madrid, who even are they?
Well, Real Madrid, who even are they? We'll figure out who they are in just a few short weeks. I'm very excited for the Champions League to be back. I'm very excited to try and get back to Istanbul because as things stand in the Premier League, 5 points off fourth, it feels like that's our best route to playing in the greatest competition in Europe next season. But that is going to do it for our reaction to today's Champions League quarterfinal, semifinal, final draw. For myself, Jack, Chris, Matty, and Chedu. This has been LFC Transfer. Make sure to go subscribe on YouTube, follow us on Twitter, read our stuff, lfctransfer.com. We'll see you next time.